Hi. It's be how I always start the streams. So last time I was talking to, we played some Mario and Luigi Superstar Saga, talked to a friend, I was on Cocom, did a couple of stuff, we chatted a bit. Well, of good news and bad news. Good news is that my Secret Santa Giant is almost done. Bad news is it still sucks. But it's almost done and I'm happy with that. The last thing I need to do is just shading and then maybe background if I feel like doing a background. But yeah, it's pretty much almost done now. I could probably get done with it today. And then, well, same thing's been happening. I still have to do something like Wednesday if it goes on. I still need to finish the comic, which thought I heard something. I still need to finish the comic, which will be we have enough days. Like, I panic a little bit, but honestly, I don't know what I'm freaking out about. It's such, for the end of the year, it's such a long due that I'll probably get finished with everything I had to do before that date comes. I'm just gonna have like a big break or whatever or something. Maybe eventually I'll probably doodle something again. Just something stupid again, but I don't know what I'm worried about. Like, there's a lot of time. One thing that doesn't have a lot of time is the game jam, but the 3-day game jam. So I'm gonna have the Legend of Zelda Majora's Mask like OST playing to feel the ever-looming sounds of death. But aside from that time thing, everything else is fine. Yeah, I would prefer to do the draws before Christmas because they're kind of considered gifts. But in no way am I really gonna force myself if stuff happens that I cannot get them out in time. Other than that though, I think that's everything. That's pretty much everything. I've got a lot of... I still haven't done any of the videos, and I don't think I will for a while. When I do plan when the year starts, I'm gonna start the first month, maybe not the first month, maybe like a week or 2 weeks. Not always, if like I don't feel like it, I'll do something else. But I do want to do a sort of anatomy sketching stream like constantly, just so I can get better at anatomy and some skills and color and all that, proportions, like, cause all that I still struggle with. It might seem it's good, nah, I still struggle. Can never be too good with those things. But yeah, I think that's enough talking for now. I've pretty much described everything that's been going on. Been getting more and more addicted to Animal Crossing New Horizons, but it's a little good. Head's getting tired, mind's getting tired. I was having a headache like this entire day until now, and stopped now. It's so good, but like for like the most of the entire day, I had a bad headache for some reason. I don't know why. But with that out of the way, let's get started on. That is not the one I wanted to pick. SRB2Karting. Yes, it is still a terrible name, but at least it's work its functions. Still play music. That is loud music. How loud is that? Oh, I guess just loud for me. Nice. And so, Streamlabs does not detect. There it is. Very, very nice. Okay. So yeah, it's been a while playing this game. I know I said that I was going to draw instead of play more Sonic Card, but didn't feel like drawing today, so I went ahead and did this instead. Most players. Vanilla Plus, no. Battle, Vanilla. The hell is this? There's sheets apparently. We'll just join it and see what happens while we wait for more people to get in here. If they are even in here. Yes, you can download. The other thing as well is when I'm gonna get started on the YouTuber model again. It's gonna be soon. Ooh, it's Splatoon. I know it's gonna be soon. I'm telling you. Oh shoot, was that the Patapon character? But yeah, it's gonna be soon. I am telling you. Don't oops. Don't get hissy. I will make a new VTuber model soon. That's a lot better. I hope. It definitely won't be as complicated as the others, but it will at least work. I think, see, the biggest problem I think that I limited myself with was basing off of a face rig, not a non-face rig model, which is tricky because face rig requires a lot of stuff. I can't really explain it, but first let's go over the characters. So we got Light Chow, Earthward Jim, Steve, King Babam, Toad, I don't know who you are, the King, Snatcher, Slicer. I've seen you, but I don't know about you. But oh, these are Modern Eggman, Marine, Magalore. Ooh. Oh no! Don't make me choose between two characters. Okay, we're doing Leaf today. Uh-oh. Damn it. That's fine. Let's join back in. Okay. I missed my mark, so I'm gonna turn on the volume a little bit more. There needs to be a lot of characters. Wow, Leaf. I didn't know they made the Book Fables characters. Like King Chicken, we had upon again. Greninja, Funky Kong, Cyndaquil, Chichu, don't see you. I don't know who you are. Cave Story, Kirby, Sonic. Oh, hi Podium, how are you doing? We're doing SRB2 card again. Rosalina, of course. That is a pretty good looking sprite. Not the best I've seen, but pretty nice. Doing fine. Got anything you're up to recently? Also, it seems chat broke. Oh no, chat's working. It's just there's a shader on it that I added. It's not the best, but like it kind of looks cool with the fact that like it kind of softens when it gets up. I can remove it easily though. Hang on. Beep beep. Oh what? Oh. There it is. I just did that so that actually I should have it less now that I think about it, so that only the bot doesn't show up. Maybe. Me and 4 people did a birthday for Unknown today. A friend of mine. We managed to do something decent. Oh yeah, it's her. It was his. It was Pebble on Twitter, right? Jesus Christ. I said happy birthday, but I didn't do much else after that. That Daisy spray looks nice. Birthday John. How'd it go? Did he like it? Oh, maybe I always said he did, but like, yeah, no. Worth this ask. Okay, these characters we've seen them before. Okay, I'm gonna be playing as Leaf because I'm curious what that would be like. Piprio, you mean Agent of Chaos? Maybe. Everything, a lot of characters are Agent of Chaos, honestly. Okay, probably sleeping right now. We waiting for him to sleep. Oh. Oh, so you did it, but you didn't get his reaction because he's sleeping. Okay. That's fair. I kind of... Him to wake up and sleep, yeah. I kind of like... For when I do birthday drawings like that, for some people, I would wait for them to wake up. I actually, like... I don't know... Many words today, my god. I like really like hearing them freak out rather than just in text. That's why I went on VC with Chair during his birthday for the drawing. Even if they wake up, like if they're opposite times, I would still like get up on midnight just to hear him. That was dope. Oh man, he doesn't realize how cute he is. He reacts like that for like everything, I swear. It's adorable, but it's still really hilarious. Yeah, let's fly around the track. He reacted that for what was one? The what are we gonna do in the bed? Wow, what are we gonna do in the bed, Chair? We did that wasn't on stream, but that was we did do in VC with that. Let's go. Eggman's like Cub. Oh no, everyone's picking the other map. I would, from now on, I'm gonna try to be in stream or record it because like those when he does that, it's great. It's beautiful. Just a screaming. Well, it's not also screaming, it's just a ton of breathing and moaning, I guess. At the same time, like, he doesn't realize how he sounds like. Like, I sent him the clip of my end, and he's just like, do I really sound like that? And I'm like, yes. Do you not? How do you think you sound? Nice. Oh, it plays the it plays the text sound in Bug Fables. Okay, that's kinda funny. I kinda want to play as Hatapon though, because I like the drum effects that shows up. Ah, damn it! Hi, Kirby. Oh, I thought that was gonna hit me, like bump me, like an actual object, not just a hazard zone. God damn it! Chair is gonna be person like Chair G tables. Chair is a very out there. It's weird that I never thought there would be anyone more out there than I could be, because when we were doing Superstar Saga, even my friend was saying like that I'm kind of insane. It's verbal proof of that. But then I met Chair and I was like, oh god, this guy's in another level. I think we talked to each other on VC one time too. Like we were just talking about Chair a bit, and it was like, oh god, wait, hang on, I forgot the words he used exactly. Damn. We were talking about something like how my personality is and his, and then it went to Chair, and then we were just like, well, he's way worse. It's like, yeah, I can't deny that. Not worse than like not a good person, so way, but he's a good person still, but it's in like in a more crazy personality compared to mine. He's way worse. You're like the polar opposite to Chair. Maybe, I don't know. That's what, like, well, I am kind of calm compared to his high personality, but it's still like when you get deep, you realize we're kind of similar. To be fair, damn it, I didn't want to save a replay of that. To be fair, it was when I was little, I had that personality a lot more. I had a much more hyper personality, just I guess kind of calmed down over the years. Like your manga, calm and thoughtful. Chair, just do it, and is mental. Though, true. Technically, also with our taste of games, at least how we thought of games. Like, Chair's a lot of fighting games and hype and all that kind of stuff and memes. If Super Ledge Hop isn't a showcase to that. But then, and then I'm just like, nah, I kind of want like some calm platforming or a thing that makes me think. And God, that's hammer's loud. Why did I decide to stream today? Like, my favorite games are Mother 3, One Shot, Calm. Like, well, Mother 3 isn't as calm, but also like Yume Nikki like games, or you know, ones that isn't really. Well, I guess like, is it gonna land? Okay, that took a lot while than I thought. What was it? Like, I know there's also Splatoon that I like, and that's pretty fast and actiony, but it's also team-based, not fighting-based. I cannot handle a lot of fighting games just because of how much info you need to learn and how precise you need to be. I like a room of error. I like having some room for error. I know, like, basically in games, the better you are, the less and less that room for error needs to be, but I just like feeling good. If I can throw a splat bomb randomly on the ground and it will somehow get a splat, then I'm okay with just that. What's that loot? Oh, thank God the water bounces me. Chair has been wanting to do another collab stream. I haven't. He asked for what's it called? He asked for Rabby Ribby, but then we never continued with that. I wonder when we can do stuff like Splatoon, because that was another idea I shot at him. You can't do like half Moonshot comes. I just know how to press buttons. Yeah. That was my bad. Oh boy. Bounce. Bounce! Fuck, I fucked that up. Damn it. Player friends were also was not experienced in fighting game works until you managed to provoke them into a Rocky training montage. But well, I will play fighting games. Like, me and Chair played Smash. It's not like I can't play with people that are above my skill level. That are not that are high on my skill level. It's not that I can't do that, but it's just that I, in principle, kind of do not like fighting games as much as Chair does. Like, I haven't gotten any of the DLC of Smash. I don't even know why I did buy Smash, because after the Wii U version and Brawl and Melee, I kind of didn't want Smash, but then like when it came out, I got it anyway, and I don't know why. I guess out of obligation I got Smash because it's like the biggest Nintendo game. Oh well, I still play it from time to time, just not often. I mean, I have more hours on probably Animal Crossing than on any other game I have on the Switch. I think maybe Breath of the Wild is on top. No, I think Breath of the Wild is now in second. When it came out, Breath of the Wild was like first, like 100 hours or more. But I need to do Smash Melee as well sometime. Oh, the copy I have is kinda busted, so I might need to get another one, and knowing how popular the game is, it's not gonna come cheap. But it would be nostalgic to play it, because I didn't... What was the one thing? There was something about it. I never did the Giga Bowser thing. which was interesting. Like, I didn't know Giga Bowser was like a final fight or anything, which is kind of strange, but it's true. I didn't know that thing happened. I didn't get that far. I saw it in the intro, like the Bowser statue getting hit with lightning and everything, but like I didn't think any of that. I didn't think like that was a part of the game, and I didn't get that far into it to really experience that. So I never knew, and it wasn't until I was watching some Smash videos that I was like, that was like, hey, look at that. It's, I'd never seen that when I played Melee. Now Brawl was a different story. I bought a copy off of someone in some random store, and then like, damn it. Oh, I'm big, so it didn't do anything. Damn it, that definitely did something though. I still remember buying a copy from someone in like a laundry store, but that ended up being scratched. It didn't work as well, and then I had to buy another copy. And I still have both CDs, the one that's scratched and then the one that works. And I still, to this day, have not labeled them properly. So every time I want to put in Brawl, I just look at them both and be like, okay, now which one is the real copy and which one is a scratched copy? And I can't tell. Yeah, you know, being a kid and all, not really understanding video games or taking care of them or anything like that. Is that Reimu? I didn't pass up Reimu, did I? That just looked like Reimu because of the bow and the outfit. Oh, that's accurate. Wow, that was fast. Yeah, they have this character here, but I was just thinking like, oh, maybe they do. Maybe I just skipped it. That would've been nice. So I think it is. Yeah, it probably is. All servers have like that character, so you could. It's just red. I can probably try to look for Touhou server, but I don't know if I'll find one that even has players in it. I know I named it after Touhou, but like, there's not a lot of servers that have Touhou characters. Unless it's the anime server. Actually, we can go to the anime server. Nice. Okay, yeah, we can go to the anime server. Give me a sec. We just gotta quit the game. Oh, and also, I was today years old and I realized, in Animal Crossing, Resetti is still in the game. That's the rescue. It's the rescue thing from your phone you can call, and it plays Resetti's theme. And I never realized that because I think the one time I called the rescue service, I didn't hear the music. Let's look around for too much long this stream. I'm like really tired, mega busy day. It's okay then. I understand. You can go ahead and do whatever you need to do. Most players, okay. Which one is the one with anime? Don't know what well, no players are in it anyway. Oh shit, is the anime cart server? Wow, no players are in the anime plus. But like a TF2 server, if I join it, me and other people will come in and join as well. I need to. Hang on, I'm gonna tell the server that I'm gonna play. Okay. What am I doing? Okay, characters. Ashley's there. There has to be some Touhou in here. Yep. Well, let's have her be... No, let's actually have her be blue. Blue Oku. I would join, but I'm too tired. I know. I did. That's why I didn't ask you. I just said, hey, a server. Not my server. Not primarily my server. Oh shit, I was already pinged. What the fuck? Is it pinged or is it someone else? Oh, it's someone else. Okay. Just add everyone in every server. That's rude. It's not like I haven't done that before in my server, but in every server you would you would make a lot of people mad. Okay, even still in my server's case, you know, it's weird, all those memes about, you know, mods and everything that people make fun of. And then I'm just like, well, I'm technically not a mod, so this doesn't apply to me. I'm the creator of the server. I do whatever I want. What's that? And then it becomes the next thing. So it's like, actually, I'm an owner, not a mod. Thus, your memes do not apply to me. Please turn the boots on. I need the boost on. Not that on. Not that on. Nice. Invalid memes. Yeah, God, do you remember those? Your meme is, or what was it? Your argument is invalid. Thing. God, I wasn't around too much when that craze was going on, because that was really early internet. Well, not really early internet, but that was pretty early internet. I wasn't there in the golden era. I was started around like 2014, 15. I don't remember the original or the memes I've known at the time. I'm just like, yeah, I think that's a meme. Cool. That was kind of it. I'm also so glad I wasn't playing TF2 for the holiday. I don't think got over the TF2 addiction, and that is paying off considering the latest map being very, very terrible from what I hear. It does kind of suck though, because that means I won't get a bag expansion. Well, no, I think I did log in during Christmas, so I think I do have a bag expansion anyway that I fell. I do have a back expansion probably ready, but I don't know when I'll get back up playing TF2. Because, man. Scratching my head for a sec. But like, man. Games. The game's not doing so hot. And I'm very happy I haven't been sticking with it. As sad as that sounds, considering that it was one of the first-person shooters games I've ever played. Well, technically not the first. I did play some on console before. There's a part of me that wants to go back to like play those games again. I don't think I have it though. That's the problem. I don't have it. So I can always download it and emulate it and everything, but it's still like, don't know, man. Don't know. Should probably find a copy of it. Yeah. Just moving around a bit. Okay. It's just probably like, I don't know, $5, I hope. Not that I will buy it right now, of course, but it's just something to look out for. Hey. Fingers uncomfortable. Another, I guess, special thing is it's gonna be feel weird trying to turn on the GameCube, or at least in this case the Wii. Just hearing the Wii menu theme is really nostalgic. For obvious reasons, but also because it's kind of minimalistic, but also something rather than nothing compared to the Switch. Because even the Wii U kind of has that feeling, because it has the little sound that it plays when you're in the menu. But the Switch doesn't have anything like that, and it's like, why? Does it make it a bad console? No, but it's also like, it kind of removes that. I don't know. It's gonna feel like in a few years the Switch will be like, yeah, the past, but it won't feel nostalgic as it does the Wii and Wii U. Every time I see the Wii, I get a feeling of you, and they immediately get turned off. Why? The Wii menu, it's not the best, but like I like the concept and idea of it. It's like it's just, it always transports me back to the Christmas where I got it. We opened it, I went to plug it in and everything. Got Super Mario Galaxy and New Super Mario Brothers out. Like, he just can't handle it. I can't see why, honestly. 'Cause it doesn't make sense. Why not? I don't see anything really wrong with it. I mean, maybe, like, probably the... Also, this server's not getting full. I'm gonna leave it. I mean, probably, like, the, what's it called? I would get the Wii U now because you don't have people there, like, commenting in Miiverse because it's been shut down. So it's kind of like a ghost town now, honestly. But, yeah, it's still... the music still, brings it to me, you know? The stray banana. I think we have to go here, unless there's something here. Oh no, that's hard speak, never mind. Vanilla Plus doesn't have a lot of characters. Lightly Modded has some characters, but not a lot of anime characters. This is the thing that happens to me. My first thought was thinking like, oh, is it because there's like the channels, there's so many that animate and everything that it kind of overwhelms you? Because even still, the only thing that happens is like having just 2 pages. It's weird to imagine a Wii that has many channels for the different games you buy on the WiiWare or something. Ringo, Nate LK, Ashley X. Who's the racer? I will be here. I am the spy. Kids there. Damn. I think it's the resolution. That kind of makes sense, but at the same time, that kind of doesn't make sense because it's like, okay, then can you not can you not play N64 games? Let's play as. I was really hoping for a Touhou character, but I should have known that. We'll do Ashley. I forgot what was the button to have her change to the normal. There it is. N64, I haven't played any of them. You need some catching up to do, mate. At least some of them. Again, not all of them. N64 games. It's weird, like, N64 games all have a trouble, so it's kind of funny. They all have an issue that they have, like the control stick and stuff. But, it's still not terrible. It's still enjoyable. I mean, at least I play Majora's Mask on the Wii Virtual Console, but I guess I can feel. I guess I can understand the feeling. You should have saw that coming, you moron self. Who's still in first place? There's not a lot of people here. I think what's my favorite N64 game? I haven't played that much, to be honest, honestly. Let me think. Played Mario 64, Mario Kart 64, Star Fox 64, GoldenEye. There's gotta be more that I'm not remembering. I see really 3D games. I'm like, yeah, I'd watch someone play it instead of me playing it. You kind of miss out though, which is the issue. Because yeah, but also nah. There's something about old games as well that is very unique compared to everything new. Like for instance, I guess come on, there were more games I played. There were definitely more games that I played. What games did I play on the N64? There was more. I remember we had more. We had a collection. I can't remember. I honestly cannot remember. That's terrible. Point is, I played some N64 games. I don't play a lot, but I played. And actually, we got Star Fox and GoldenEye from a dumpster. So like, apparently, I don't know why my dad did this. I just remembered this. I just remember my dad like coming, being like, "Hey, look, I found these in like a trash." And then it was like one of the best games ever. Who would throw this away? A lot of people would throw this away. I keep hearing stories and stuff of people like dumpster diving or whatever it's called to find games, really good games that people throw away. And it's like, I kind of want to do it, but at the same time, I don't want to do it. They're too tough. N64 games are tough. I mean, NES games are probably harder because they have the NES difficulty. That was before they realized people want to win instead of trying to die. Especially when memory became bigger. Mario 64 is not that hard of a game, especially if you skip some of the really hard levels. But then again, they weren't hard at all. So.
Thanks.
Damn it. Rough, not tough. Oh, okay. Every game's got their issues now, though. That's the thing. It's all for the sake of convenience and controls. I mean, like, if we want to solve some problems with Mario 64, play with, like, an actual controller instead of the N64 controller. Because the original joystick for the N64 controller is not good. I guess, but that doesn't fix all the problems, though, I think. No, I think that fixes a lot of the movement issues, but the pacing of the last levels of Mario 64 can be a bit rough. Camera control, too, as well. I can see that being rough as well, but I don't know. I never had a huge problem with it. Then again, I'm very lenient with games for some reason. Like, the only game the only game that I actually dislike, the only game out of everything I've played that I dislike is Cave Story. So but every other game, and I've played some pretty terrible games too, I'm like, this was fine. Would I play it all the time? Nah, but it was fine. Damn it. I was hoping for a random or the stage was coming up next. Oh well. Thinking there's also Mario 64. But that also isn't exactly the best game as well. I mean, for Core 64, it's great, but they add some extra content that's kind of like unnecessary. I mean, that is the only, I guess, official Mario game that has Wario in it, aside from being the villain. Yeah, I actually don't enjoy Cave Story. I respect it because it's, you know, it started the indie game trend and everything, you know, with Humaniki and everything. And the game, oh fuck, it didn't crash. I thought it did.
Can you keep up?
I respect it still because it started the indie game trend and everything. But I played it once. I tried playing it twice. Didn't, really? Played it once, played it twice, almost, and I was like, I can't. I can't do this. I could not. My issues stem from just the way the game is, and the story not being as big as I thought, not being like as interesting. Like it was like this guy, you know, you just do bad things, you gotta go stop him and stuff. Yeah, characters are affected and everything. And of course the girl dies as well. But the biggest thing was like the combat specifically. I don't know. I like the fact that it, you know, so like you fight enemies. They give off these Dorito things. I always call them Doritos. And it's like, oh cool. So you fuck. So you get these to power up your weapons, but if you get hurt, you lose more than you earn back. And that gets kind of annoying for me because this is technically, I guess, my playstyle, and this is technically my fault. I'm not blaming the game for it or anything. But the way I like to play is kind of very running and gunning. So it's no surprise that I end up losing a lot of health and a lot of those points. So my weapon gets up being weaker. Please go, no, no. God damn it. Please just make it second. God damn it, make it third. That was so close. That was so close. I'm sad. I know it's like one of the first indie games ever, but it's still, I just didn't enjoy myself that much. Dying is not as simple as a paper cut. You know, you get punished a lot for getting hurt, which is fine, you know. I get why, you know, you get hurt, you lose some power. I can never play Cave Story. That's why I kind of tried to explain it, just to make sure, but also I was trying to explain like why I didn't like it as well, just to make sure like there isn't someone listening that's like just screaming in agony or something. Didn't help as well that I really expected this to be such like a huge game. Not huge as in scale, but huge as in because everyone talks about it. There's fan art of it and everything. And it's like, huh, this game is like really good then, right? And then it turns out. But I guess for some people, but not for me, and I felt kind of sad. Maybe I'll play it someday again. And I'll get used to it a little bit more. Oh, that still hit me, really? I hate this. But again, what do I know?
Watch out.
I thought there was a turn there. The phrase, what do I know? This sucks. This sucks! I'm just gonna spectate. Screw it. Other characters can be. We can't be anything else. Okay, we'll be Ashley still. Ah, there was something else. Who's first? Nice, okay. There was something else in my mind. Oh yeah, what do I know? I forgot where I got that from. But it feels very like kind of threatening, but not as threatening at the same time. Like, but what do I know? Kind of nonchalant, kind of fearful. I don't know. Can I enter the game? Thank you. I probably lost my points from that, but man, I did. That was not a nice map. Skyward Sword isn't as bad either, honestly. I know, like, kind of like the hate from that game doesn't exist anymore, as it did years ago, but it's still like, I don't know why people rag. Oh no, I know why people rag on the game a lot, but it's like that kind of happens to a lot of the Zelda games. The Zelda cycle, I enjoyed it. Is it really? Wait, what was the thing that people complained about? Oh yeah, very non-linear. It is very non-linear. However, it still is fun. It still is fun. This is not fun though. I need to turn the lights on after this match. The motion controls weren't like bad or anything. They were fine. And you know, I kind of like the Link of Skyward Sword, even if it's kind of derpy compared to something like Ocarina of Time. It's interesting because I think there was another series, not necessarily a game series, but like that had this important hero character, but like from Generations, but like the first hero was actually like the opposite of what you would expect, which is kind of, I guess, what Skyward Sword was like, because it's technically the first in the timeline. I don't know. I kind of leave the derpiness to Toon Link and stuff. The thing, what was the thing that I absolutely hated the most of Skyward Sword? I can't tell you, because, well, no, hang on. The one thing that everyone hates on, yet I don't, apparently, is the Spirit Realm, or I think that's what it's called, right? It's been a while. It's been a while. The Spirit Realm, or Silent Realm is what it's called, yes. And that, like, for everyone, it's like, oh man, that's like terrible or whatever, and like every time they see it, they're like, oh, they, you know, God, that don't want to see it. But it's, for me, it's like I really like the Silent Realms for some reason. I really like them, and that's not sarcastic or anything. Like, I really enjoy them. They're really good. I don't know, for me, I know it's just collect the things and then leave without getting caught or anything, but it's still kind of fascinating to me because you play the entire game with a sword, right? And now you have a challenge of like strictly maneuvering, trying to avoid lights and, you know, waking the guardians up and everything, you know. Is it handled the best? Maybe not. The fact that you have to do like four of them, but it wasn't so but it wasn't so, you know, terrible that like I didn't that ruined the game. I think it was quite fine. Same goes for Fi, or Fi, whatever you want to call her. I really enjoyed Fi, or Fi. I forgot how I pronounced her as well. Is she tutorial heavy? Yeah, but I still enjoyed her. I'm liking a bit there, Jesus. But I still enjoy her. Alright, I gotta turn on the light actually. I think like to explain how much I liked her as well as a character, like when Breath of the Wild, when I was playing Breath of the Wild and we got to the final cutscene and like, you know, Link kind of dies and the sword starts glowing and it plays the sound that Fee uses to call you in Skyward Sword. I reacted like I had my like the game, like it was just like wait, is that Fee? Just like uncontrollably, like it was like I didn't control myself to do it. It just happened. I just said Fee out loud because that was such a shock to me. It wasn't like the biggest shock, like the biggest twist of anything, but it was still like, whoa. it was just still whoa, you know. Server, damn it. Okay, that server's not gonna do it then. But you know, it was still amazing. No, not there. Actually, let me go check to see. Nope. And no one goes ahead. Okay. I guess we can go back to this one, even if I don't enjoy a lot of the, well, this is 200 ping. This is, oh, that's hard speed though. Calculate. Oh, hi Hoops, how are you doing? You want to join? there's a Touhou server that has Oku and Sane, and I think Reimu. Let's see. None of these have players. This one is the only one that does. That I know of that has Touhou characters. So like, oh wait, I'm actually, what? I just came back from looking at Christmas lights. Ooh, nice. Oh, and bye, Pudium. Have a nice sleep. Let's be... Oh, Aya's here too. Oh, Aya... Yugi... Doesn't have a horn though, which is kind of odd. Pekora... There you go. Let's be Megumin. Have a good night. Good job, Aya. Wow, yeah, this server has a ton of anime characters and VTuber characters as well as Touhou and stuff. Oh fuck, this is using the English dub of her. Oh, what server this is? Damn it! I thought I showed you. There it is. Card 5 anime. No one's here, but at least we can race each other with the anime characters. Let me be... Kazuma. Wait, was that Aqua? Yeah, that was Aqua. And then all the default characters. Let me pick... I guess I lied, there was no Reimu. And C1 at least. I have no idea who she is too, that's the problem. Yeah, Sane, Yugi, that's it. Aya. Nice. Is this hard speed? This can't be hard speed. Yeah, game speed normal. Sane. Hey, let's actually do that. Let's be Sane. You can't tell it's Sane from the back though. It's just hair. At least Raimu has a bow on the head, so you can tell. I like you can just tell like Touhou characters from just what their hat is. It's that that obvious. Kind of like TF2 characters with their hats. Unless it's an all-class hat, then there's a problem. Looks like that's the server we play whenever we have to certain game with lame people. That would make sense then, yeah, because you know, and I think this is really the only server that has a ton of anime. There's other servers that have Hatapon, which is the Patapon series that I have to go there for. But aside from that, like, it's either video game characters, and this is like the only anime server. If I knew how to make a server, I would totally make them with specifically like Touhou characters, but I do not want to do that. I don't have the money to do that, nor the patience. It's not showing up in my server browser. Hope it is. You can look at least players, I guess. I'll keep it up. What if I just quit the title right when it's giving me the option to do that? Okay. Yeah, it should be modified state. It should be page. Okay, cool. What was I talking about before all this? Right, Skyward Sword. So let me go back to my 5-page essay and why Skyward Sword deserved better. It definitely could have deserved better. There definitely could have been a lot more worked on and stuff like that. Skyward Sword is definitely the epitome of linear Zelda. But I still like the little details though. If anything, I kind of want back the little details, which is what is it? Okay, one detail I like is the cutscene that plays when you enter a dungeon. Nice. Nice. Hi, Hoops. One of the details I like is entering a dungeon. It plays a little cutscene. It doesn't do anything specifically, but I like how, like, it's you can boil it down to just like Link looking down to the steps below, and then he just determinedly walks in. But then I like in the fire dungeon, like he covers himself from the heat of the dungeon first, and I thought that was really nice. Ho ho hoops a lot. And I really enjoy that. I like, well, everyone likes Groose, that's a fact. I kind of like his little character arc of not really becoming a hero, but just being like, okay, I see your place, I see mine, and everything. Even though he deserved a lot better as well. But I do like his help. And I guess Link as in general, I will still prefer, if we're talking types of Links and Zeldas in the series, Spirit Tracks is still the best. But it definitely is a top tier with Link's goofiness, even though we don't get to see a lot of Zelda, which is kind of sad. It's kind of sad that really a lot of which Zelda is better is based on design rather than personality, because we don't get to see a lot of them. I guess like Breath of the Wild is close. Breath of the Wild is close because you see flashback to Zelda. I think that's a good balance to do. That one is good. If there's one thing I can't deny, it's the cutscenes of Breath of the Wild being. Oh wait, we're not done yet. I wanted to fall off the map. What? Oh my god! I just realized what happened. So Hoops had a bomb that he threw entitled to me, and then I jumped off the cliff, had him place in first, and then I stole the lead again. I did not expect that to happen. Wait, no, fuck. I need to save replay. I need to save replay of that. Yes. Okay. I need to save the replay of that. That is hilarious. So, just like regular Sonic games, just like regular Sonic games, or Mario Kart games, if you have a blue shell and you're in first, it will just attack you. And I didn't try it. I thought it was the last. I thought it was the last lap, so I jumped off. Wow. Not only did I get hit by hoops like banana, I got hit by my own spike at the same time. Damn it. Jesus. Okay, so other thing I guess is that how was it with the others looking? I guess Sheik was another good replacement because she's there to like support you and everything in Ocarina of Time. And in Majora's Mask she's not even there. It doesn't matter. She's like, oh, good luck in your journey, I'll teach you this very important song that might save you. Hopefully you won't need to use it, but it's just there in case you need it, you know? Oh god, Jesus. There we go. I think people, what's it called? Ooh. Oh, this is good. I don't know if this protects from the, I forgot what's it called. I'm gonna just say blue shell. I don't know if it protects you from the blue shell, but well, there's only one way to find out, and that is if Hoops somehow gets one and throws it. And if I am able to survive it, then... Well, you know what? What the hell am I doing? Hi! Damn it, I think I'm gonna lose because I did that. I just wanted to do that because I thought it was funny. Oh, fuck. You think that would, a direct hit would blow up the bomb immediately? That would be terrible. Well, I guess that is a reward for aiming it so well, or just throwing it to a random group of people. And yeah, I'm definitely losing this because I did that. Damn it. I wanted to do that so badly. Maybe I should have pinged Yer. He would join. Hang on. Hang on, I'm gonna ping Yer. Oh, fuck. Oh, I don't like any of these maps. Oh, god damn it, Hoots, you picked the worst one! I know he also picked random, but damn, that is some timing. Okay, well, this is not the worst map. There's definitely the worst, not my fault. Damn it. Well, we're about to answer this question now. Oh, I thought I was gonna get hit there. Damn it! Oh, yep, it still hits you even with the shield. Okay, well, at least we answered that question. Damn it. And I got another one, so I know exactly where to... Fuck. I know exactly where to put this. Oh, wow, my shield dropped. Please, please, please spare me. Damn it. Then it just hit me. He didn't hit me. He hits me and then bumps me off the road. God, this swagger, I swear. This slows me down, but you know what? I think in this stage might be a good thing. Damn it, I still fucked with it. I don't know. Did you play the Minecraft sound? Oh yeah, the new character in Smash. Never played Final Fantasy VII. I don't know if I am willing to, but it'll be interesting. That's a terrible idea. Nope. Speed up. Terrible idea for this map. You would think it would be helpful. It's not. Nope, I'm out. I tried. Did Ye respond? No, Ye did not respond. Hang on. Oh. Why should I know that? I need to put a picture of the server and be like, here, we're playing here. Later. I took the picture, but I want to post it after the round. Aside from, oh. I'm just fearful for the day that we need to make our own versions of Mario and Zelda, because Paper Mario, we got Bug Fables. Sonic, we have, well, actually, no. Well, we have some Sonic clones, I guess. Sonic Mania was made by fans, but that's likely not Nintendo. What's another game made by Nintendo? Oh, Pokemon. Changed to Temtem. So we have, like, official games that really just aren't... that are just complaints of the Nintendo not involving their series. Eventually, we're just gonna have entire games that's just gonna be, you know those pages that it's like, oh, you don't want to pay for Photoshop? Well, use these alternates that are cheaper and or free, and that's gonna be what that eventually Nintendo's gonna be eventually becomes. It's just gonna be a page that says, you want to play Pokemon without dealing with Pokemon? Here's these alternatives, and it's just like a ton of Pokemon like games that are just free and stuff. I think the biggest one, well, Pokemon for Temtem, but also Puppet Dance Performance. Because I enjoy Puppet Dance Performance. I think my only gripe with it is the fact that I can't understand. Damn it, I missed it. I missed it. I missed it, damn it. I should have pressed it faster. I couldn't tell how close he was. Yeah, the only thing that I have trouble with is the tells of their types. It's really hard from a glance of the Touhou character to understand what type they are, especially since I don't know the types. So it's like, oh, clown peas, fire and illusion, maybe? And 9 times out of 10, I'm wrong. Damn it. I am sucking so much. It still works good though. It's still uh-oh. What's Twitter up to? Oh wait, I have to post a picture. Okay. I just need to post a picture. There's also there's another Nintendo game that had like its own. Well, there's a lot of Metroid clones. Take your pick. Honestly, Metroid and Castlevania clones that turn into official games, though, it's not like Metroid needs another game. It's usually like game series that aren't doing as well quality wise. Also, goddammit, pick why he did this map. I know it was probably me and I didn't get to see. It was obviously me, but I still hate the fact that it ended up in this map. This one is by far the worst one because of the edge being springies. Spikes and jaws just do not work here anymore. It's honestly terrible. You gotta do crazy stuff like that, and it doesn't work out most of the time. Oh well. I mean, eventually we're gonna have to make a game equivalent to Mario and Luigi, because that game series is kind of dead. So, and that sucks because it's like they, you know, like the entire point of Mario and Luigi was that it was Mario and Luigi. So, that kind of sucks. Unless we make a Touhou variant of that too. Marisa and Sane. Wait, no, that's terrible. Wait, no, Reimu and Sane. Sorry, because of red and green. Yes, it is Sane. Like, imagine. I thought of like a crossover of. This is the worst power up you can give me in this level. Jesus Christ. Hi, Chitty Hot Beef. How are you doing? Yep, here we go. Can't stop for nothing with this. Damn it. I stopped for that. Oh, actually, he might beat me again with a clean sweep. Again. Unless he fucks it up so royally in a straight line. Damn it. Today is a good week since it's the last day of school. Right, I've heard about that. And I changed character. It should be for a lot of people, aren't they? I don't have school or anything like that, so honestly, it's the same as any other day. This map is more hellish with other people. And no one agreed. That's sad. So he's being Aya. Blutsona. You know, as weird as it sounds with all this, well, for one thing, I guess like getting rid of copyright merch and stuff, that's fine. That's not the best thing. But there is the fact of the fan games. And here's a theory that I always bring out about Nintendo fan games and why they shut it down and then we just get brand new, standalone games. Here's the thing. It's interesting to think that it's my personal theory, just to make things a lot happier. is that they copyright fan-made games. So then the people who make those fan-made games would instead make their own standalone games and they can get the profit. That's a very chaotic evil because you are shutting down like years of work to a fan game to just say like, nah, it needs to be standalone. At least you get the money, right? I know, but it's still just a weird theory of mine to be like, what if they want people to just make their own standalone games? It's a big insult, but it's also like, I don't know. Oh, really? Ugh. Totally, shut the fuck up. That's fine. Honestly, we got so many good games out of the whole copyright and like standalone games. I mean, think about it. It's one thing to have like a really cool fan-made Paper Mario game, but then we ended up with Bug Fables, and I think that's fine. I think Bug Fables is fine. It's so good. It's so such a unique world and everything that I don't think it should. I think I'm fine with that. So it's like Paper Mario fan game or Bug Fables, and it's like I think I would rather have Bug Fables, honestly. the picture. I was already doing more Bug Fables. Nia has already gone past me in her streams playing that game. I still need to get through the sandcastle and then wonder what the hell to do afterwards, because I actually don't remember the rest of the game after that point. Another random. Please do not please do not go for please do not go for Rainbow Road again, please. Well, got what you came for. I kind of like Nep. I should keep Nep. I don't think there's an Oku in here though. Yeah, there's I should try to type in like Touhou for the horns and see what it comes up. Nice. Did I get him? And this. Oh god damn it! Really? I hear it. I don't see it, but I hear it. There it is. You better watch out. You better watch out. Ah! Oh my god. I hate that it worked so well for him. Jesus. I saw him coming and I'm like, oh, and I was like, oh no. Oh no. Oh, Jesus, that almost got me. That was literally in me. Oh wait, he collected his own trap. Nice, he was trying to hit me with it. Okay. This is chaotic, Jesus. Two Okus, never together. Oh yeah, I guess I could also say the same for Mario Kart, but then again, it's not just SRB2Kart. It's not just SRB2Kart, it's also Crash that did a racing game better than Mario Kart, and I guess so are other stuff, I guess. Oh, really? That worked? For him, at least. I thought the bananas would have done it. Damn, so close, and yet so far. Damn it, he was waiting for me, you bitch. Okay, hang on. I'm gonna send this in with oops now. Just let the server and go. You know, sir, Minecraft YouTuber faked a speedrun. I've seen the memes that has happened before. Is it like old news or is this like really recently? Because it seems like every 5 minutes there's a guy that fakes a speedrun. Wasn't that dream of something? I don't know. Oh, also, this map is annoying. Can you guess why with the balloons? Oh wait, Dream. I remember that YouTube. Oh yeah. Wait, wasn't he like the entire catalyst for the fact of having Minecraft speedruns in the first place? Oh, come on! Stupid balloons. Those got really big. Yes, he has, because of pretty much the because specifically just because I think, well, the reason I knew it was because it was a video I watched that was, you know, this Minecraft YouTuber has cheated a speedrun, and then it was like, so like this person named Dream was getting big from Minecraft speedruns, and then other people tried to do it, which was cheating, and now the one that inspired everyone has cheated. It's honestly like kind of just old news to me because it seems like every 5 seconds someone's cheating in a speedrun. For me, it's like, oh, someone cheated. Oh, okay, whatever. And then I don't think about it ever again. It's just like, oh yeah, they did. Okay. Because it wasn't like for money or anything. It was just like, oh, okay, they cheated. They just cheated. Speedrun. Come on, oops. Yay. Ooh, another one. Nice. I'll die. Hang on, I'm gonna read that after I win the race. Thank you. That makes people less invested in speedrunning, which is a scumbag move, especially people into Minecraft speedrunning. But that happens to everything. Like I would wager that in almost every game, there's someone in the leaderboards that has cheated and hasn't gotten caught yet. Because again, like you can edit footage so easily. Like you could not cheat for like any of the runs. Like you could do all of your attempted runs on stream to do everything as close as possible, and then the don't live stream, maybe like you could do this thing where, okay, you would stream yourself doing some speed runs, but then there's times where you don't do it on streams and just say like, I wasn't feeling it, I didn't want to stream, but I have the recording. So you would just post the recording and everything, and it's all fine and everything, and then you would have one that's edited. So no one can, that's like perfectly edited, spliced or whatever. I think that's what it's called. Oh, damn it! I should have kept that. No one would suspect that it's spliced because they've seen you attempt it multiple times, and you've done it in speed runs. So it's really easy to do it in that form. I mean, the only issue that comes up if you do that kind of stuff is that eventually, if like new information comes up that makes you like, okay, there was a speedrunner that like was, what was that truck game where you like hopped on trucks to get to the end, and like he wasn't caught cheating until they discovered a glitch that caused like this icon, and that could tell whether it was a splice or not. Like no one knew that at the time until that happened. So it's really so like if you're diligent, that's the thing. Okay, like rule of thumb number 1 is that you have to know the community. You can't just, you know, win a world record and not have eyes on you, you know? You have to be at some form be known in the community so they have some trust with you, and then attempt it enough and prove that you know the strategies you're trying to do, and then just do the thing I said. Just have some footage that's really well spliced, and everyone would believe you because, you know, your video editing skills are so good they can't detect it because you work for like Hollywood or something for video editing. Yeah, I need to set that. Hang on. Keep horn. Anime reel. Anime reel. It wasn't just spliced footage. Well, no, I'm not referring to specifically Dream speedrun. I'm just saying, like, in general, you know. Let me change here. Let's change to, what's an anime you've seen? Excuse me. Let's go Pecora. I like VTubers. What's the default? Okay. Yeah, cheating happens all the time. It sucks, but it happens. I know for the people in the community that love speedrunning, I personally, you know, don't get speedrunning and just don't want to feel like doing it because I play a game for a long time, yes, but I'm not going to keep playing the game over and over again just to beat it slightly faster. I know that brings excitement to some people, but not me. I just prefer to play the game slowly. I mean, I play the game. I joked to Chair once, like, okay, what if I submit a speedrun to Super Lad Chop, but I make it like 10 hours long, so that he has to look through the entire footage just to see if it's legit? And that would be so horrible, but also, like, I just would wonder, like, can I have him do that? Can I make him watch, like, an hour that's so low behind the Super Lad Chop speedrunning just to troll him and try to make him view the entire thing? Then maybe like 9 hours in a small video cut. Yeah, just like a little spliced footage so he has to delete it, otherwise people are gonna get mad, be like, why is this even in the leaderboard, even if it's not even, like, in first place or anything. I could troll. I know this is like a lot of work for Chair and I won't actually do it, but it would be even funnier to just to like just have a 10-second Super Lad Chop speedrun clip, and it's just like starting up the game and then immediately winning it. And it's like Cody, this is obviously spliced and everything. Why would you do this? And it's like, because I feel like it. That was a bomb. I saw that too late. That was my fault. Cause I get it, you know, speedrunning is a big deal to a lot of people, but it's also like, it's like, calm down, dude. It's just a speedrun. The only part that I understand about speedruns, though, when people have a problem cheating, is if it's a streamer or something that's like earning money from doing speedruns, so they get all this attention, and then if they turn out to be a cheater, then that's a problem because they were getting money from donations and everything. That I can see happening. That I can see it perfectly reasonable to be mad at. You see, I don't get mad when people do things for hobby, because it's like, it's just a hobby, dude. Just calm down. Like, it's not a big deal. It's not hurting anyone. It's not causing anyone pain. It's not making someone, you know, die or whatever. But the second they start earning money, then that's the real cake. That's a real cake. That's a real cake. Damn it. There's a difference when it comes to art from hobby and pro. It's the level of, oh, really? How did I not make that? It's that level of how far am I gonna take it, you know? It's not of the level of, you know, oh, this guy is stealing art. That's the problem. The problem is, okay, I can rush this. Holy crap, I can get first. I shouldn't have won. I shouldn't have gone first, but I like how that turned out. I really like how that turned out. Jesus. Just found out that Nep can't do this cool spring jump. Oh, I still want to do battle. I'm gonna do battle. Ah. Finally, we're getting more members in here. I don't know if it was a girl in high school until I listened to the OC. Kumaro? Oh, you mean the fire girl? I thought like the hair. Oh, you know, thinking of a portrait now. Yeah, I can see why you can change it for a guy, but I don't know. For the second I saw her, I was like, yeah, that's a girl. And then secretly, man, I would fuck her, but I didn't think of that at the time. I didn't say it out loud. Well, her name also ends with an O. I guess that would make sense. For a second, I was like, am I in first place? The thing that sucks is that I want a V2 remodel to the quality of like, kind of like the style that Hanamachi goes to. You know, the one in, I don't know what she's well known for. What is she well known for again? I forgot exactly, but that one, like, I just want. There's a difference between quality and looks when it comes to the models. Like, if you if you want looking nice, then like I want it like the way Hannah is styled after. But in terms of quality, it doesn't have to be that high quality. And when I mean by quality is the bouncing hair or clothes moving and stuff like that. I don't mind it like that. Damn it. Like, you know, the hair bouncing or like expressions or stuff like that. Like, I'm fine without having that. I just care that it kind of looks good and it just reacts to movement. And, you know, it turns and everything. Another weird thing about I wonder if someday we're gonna get the skill set to attempt to make 3D feel like 2D animation, or making computerized animation feel like 2D. What? Traditional. What about a fursuit model? That exists. That definitely exists. There was an art tutorial that I was watching too, that was like that. Like, the person giving tutorial was this big like fluff monster. And it was kind of funny because you expect to just be an art tutorial, and then you just see this big guy just going like, I'm like this creature from the kingdom of this, and it's like, what? I was just coming here for the art. What? It was so weird. But there's definitely VTubers that are about furries instead of stuff. But anyway, going to the traditional, a problem a lot of people have with digital animation nowadays is the fact that digital does not create the same feeling as traditional back then, as in the mistakes and you know, the whatchamacall, you know, just how the traditional anime back then used to feel like. It doesn't feel like that anymore, you know. The biggest example that I can give is also like the SpongeBob, when it went from like hand drawn to digitalized. Okay, please ignore that for a second. Okay. And it's like, when are we gonna get an animation program that will feel like that, you know? When are we gonna get an animation skill set or something that will make it feel like it's traditional? How did he know that? You know? When are we gonna get something like that? And even more so, when are we gonna get a 3D program that makes it look like 2D animation perfectly? Well, at least as close as perfectly as possible. 3D is too perfect, yes. And that's a sad thing. Again, the closest thing that can... How? Damn. Every vanishing point is properly lined, which makes 3D animation rough. It's just too perfect, you know? The closest you can get, the closest you can get, honestly, is Spider-Verse. That's the closest you can get to stylistic 3D animation with imperfections and everything. Well, then again, also maybe others at the same time, but you can, that at least are trying to attempt to be 2D. That's the difference there. That is attempting to be 2D in Spider-Verse. Things that are imperfect and rough. There's definitely a lot of 3D movies that animated movies that has done that. People try to make it 2D, you know, 3D anime and everything. Lower frame rates, the poses and everything, but it just doesn't feel right. I mean, it looks good, yes, but something about it, I don't know. You can't just put a frame limitator and be done with it. There has to be more, you know. It can't be just, oh, we'll just limit the frame rate. There we go, it's anime. No, there's something more to it. It's weird to think, but it's the case of how, I guess, anime and animation in general became from limitations, you know? Pre-rendered backgrounds, moving the background, and just making the characters look like they're walking. It also, I don't know when I learned about this, but I recently learned that just because it's animated in television or it's in the studio in a show, that doesn't mean the animator systematically works there for that day. I didn't realize, like, someone like KU in Twitter was hired to do a Sword Art Online episode, but it was just like a small scene. I was like, I thought if you made the animation, you're a part of the company, you can't leave it, you know, obviously unless you quit. But no, they just invite a ton of freelancers as well to do special animation for the really tough stuff. The Peanuts movie is looking really nice for a 3D movie. Didn't it come out? I haven't seen it. What's going on Twitter? The Pokemon girls, they're hot. Some lewds, those are nice. Bunny. Paris, that's good wife. Other than that, doesn't seem like nothing much. Wow, I missed a lot of stuff. Oh wait, is that a slash draw? Oh yeah, you drew something nice. Okay, so I was just checking some stuff. Hey, I got picked. I should have picked the stage. Oh well. I think I already said it before, but I'm still so glad that I haven't been playing TF2. Oh, please, 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 please! Why am I so unlucky with those? TF2 in another game. I guess Don't Starve as well. Those two, well, not that TF2 stresses me out, but I explained before that Don't Starve really does stress me out. And I'm glad I'm not playing it anymore. And TF2, well, look at the Swiss Miss update. Jesus, that map. Really? Do I like Stardew Valley? I have it. I did buy it. I did play it. I do like it. Have I played it recently? Animal Crossing took that right now. It is taking that spot. Someday I will go back to Stardew Valley. But for now, it's a no right now. I did get far though. I'm too soon to realize. You see, that's the problem for me. See, that's the problem with me. I bought it on the Switch, so I can't do modding, and that's. I think at that point and some other games, I realized that if I'm gonna buy a game, I have to really think of the modding community first, and then decide whether on PC or on Switch. The Far Reach mod is nice. If I somehow am able to get Don't Starve Valley for PC as well, like if they gave it out for free or something someday, I'll definitely try out the mods. But for now, I'll just enjoy Don't Starve Vanilla. Really? Nah, that's just mean. Have they made Touhou in Stardew Valley? I didn't think so. Haha. Let me Koizumi. No, Koizumi. Konota, Jesus. How did I pronounce one of the most well-known anime characters' name? Damaku Dodging. Oh, man. It was a joke in I actually had a time where I had to explain something to my sister using a Lucky Star clip. So like we were out to the store and I got some Pringles, but I was like, yeah, go get to like my mother asked like, okay, do you want Pringles or do you want a snack or anything? I was like, yeah, Pringles. And so she goes and gets it, but the one that's in first, like that's been handled already, and I can see that's kind of the box is a little, or the tube is a little bit bent and stuff, and I'm like, hang on. So I get it from her, and then I get one from the back, and my sister was there looking really confused. Oh wow, he got 3 of us. That's cool, Jesus. And then my sister was confused, like, why did you get the ones from the back? I like that. So I looked and showed her the Lucky Star clip that has Konata getting the card from the bottom stack instead of the beginning, because she explains that it's unhandled well. And after that, she's like, oh, now I get it. That was like funny. Nice. Whoa, I'm so close. I actually slowed down there. I might hit someone. I'm lagging really badly for some reason. Nice. Oh yeah, I remember celebrating Lucky Star. Yeah. Nice. Is anyone else special here? Darkness. That's probably a ton of moaning, so it's not Pick Darkness. Oh yeah, these two, the Yuri. I remember those. Unfortunately, yes. Man. Maybe I'm thinking to replay, or not replay, rewatch Lucky Star, because it's been so long, but also it's just like this. It's always a nostalgia trip, just going back to the good old. Also the hard part is understanding the joke when it doesn't make sense anymore, like the download joke, where Konata makes fun of the estimated time for downloading, making fun of the fact that it goes from like hours to minutes really quickly. It's like, how does anyone expect to rely on that? And it's like, that doesn't work as well as it used to do, because now the times are, one, either very accurate or downloads are a lot faster. So it doesn't apply anymore. I don't know what other jokes Lucky Star makes that doesn't apply. The ringtone still fits, even if it's an older phone. I mean, like, because part of the sentence is like, oh, I got a new phone that can now handle a ringtone, but that's not the joke. The joke is she got a ringtone. She got a phone that can do a ringtone, and she made it of an anime. That was the joke. So some jokes like are kind of timeless, but that one about the estimated time, that one definitely lost its time. Well, then again, there's also stuff that doesn't make sense to just being American, as in the one clip where Konata complains about the baseball interrupting anime or politics. Was it politics or was it baseball? I remembered it was baseball. I don't understand the store bit though. You mean the one where Konata that was kind of cool, but I hated that it happened. Oh, okay, so the store bit, the one with the store owners and everything. Okay, that takes a little bit to explain because it makes no fucking sense. Okay, so sometimes a ton of anime would do that, where they will have a character that's out of the world be animated differently just for the sake of comedy. And that one is kind of like the exaggeration of people being, what was it? Because the joke is that they're overreacting for a girl like Konata, because because it makes sense. It's logical that they're like, oh, this girl, when she buys something, we can get more sales. But it's not funny if it's just a manager just being like, okay, come on, like, just buy the thing, and like it's just calm, peaceful conversation, just normal customers. To make it interesting, they overreacted it so much, and that's what made it so funny. It's just Konata buying something from the store or hanging out in a place, and yet they overreact to that so much. Probably it's also a commentary of how stores worked, but I never went to a store like that, so I don't know what to say of it. But that was the joke, that they were so exaggerated, and that's why they were animated differently and everything. Damn it, I was too late. I think it'll get funnier the more I watch it. Go for it, man. Do what you best can. I think the most important thing about comedies and stuff like slice of life like Lucky Star is that it can be timeless. Very little of it can be timeless. That's a bomb, that's a bomb. I'm gonna hold back right here. Nice, thank you. Holy shit, I just bumped that guy straight to the river. Oh, this game makes you feel good. For the stupidest things. I can't think right now of anything that's really quote-unquote timeless. I just wish that I could... Oh, that was close. I could make my own Lucky Star panels to reference games and stuff from today's age. Like, one that I really thought of that I thought would be a really funny idea was... would be so Konata's into dating simulators or visual novels, and I thought it would be funny. How would she react if she played Doki Doki Literature Club? I mean, I know that's a kind of a tragic game and everything, it's a horror game, but like I can just imagine the bit where it's like, oh yeah, there's like Konata tells her friends, be like, oh yeah, there's a new visual novel coming out, I'm gonna go play it, and then the next day she show up, Konata's just dead. It's just dead emotionally, and it's like, what happened to you? And she's like, I'm never gonna play, never gonna treasure visual novels ever again. I'll never trust this genre again. That bit can't. It can't because it does feel kind of Lucky Star-ish. I don't know what the formula for Lucky Star is though. Like I seen it, I watched all of it, but I don't know what makes a bit, you know, in their words. No. Oh. I'm happy for that. Another thing I want to do comics for of Lucky Star is, so there's the bit, well I guess bit is a bit too much. There's the scenes where they have Konata and friends with a teacher playing an MMO. And then there's also the dream that Kagami has, where she's in the dream world, and they do stuff in there. That was kind of trippy. I recognized the Miku outfit, but I didn't think I knew Miku at the time. I thought of that, but I wanted to be in the scene of One Shot because I thought, it's not that I think it would work for Lucky Star, I just think it would be funny in my own personal way. You don't have to have these fantasies of comics to fit into series, just do whatever you want. And God knows Rule 24 already has done that to a T. The one thing that I need to... I think I know about, but I didn't... How did that miss? The one thing that I still don't get, one bit that I actually don't get, even though I should get, is the Konata complaining about a Haruhi Suzumiya episode. Oh, holy shit, that actually hit. I'm surprised. You see, if I remember correctly, the bit was like she's bored doing homework or something, and she was like, oh yeah, the new Haruhi Suzumiya episode is here. She goes and watches it and then complains about it. And the thing is, the joke at the end is that she's like, oh yeah, that character was just sitting there doing nothing, and that episode wasn't like that good. And then she says to herself like, whoa guys, start up the flame wars and stuff. And it's like, okay, that's kind of funny, but what episode is she referring to? Because I don't know what she's referring to. I actually don't know what episode she's talking about of a character just sitting there doing nothing, because I remember watching the series. I don't think there was a time when there was a character just, or specifically Yuki Nagato. Considering the fact that she's also idle in most of the episodes anyway, so I don't know which one would it be that she's referring to. So that one I never quite figured out. Oh, nice. Nice miss. Second place. I'll take it. H indeed. Wanna check Twitter one more time? Anything good? Nope. Nothing special events going on, honestly. Let me go ahead and retweet the tweet of doing SRB2Kart. Let's go back to Oku. Yellow Oku. I don't think as well. Lokistar talks about a lot of anime, but they never reference Touhou Project. I guess technically at the time it wasn't as popular as it is now, or at least as big. So that might be a reason, but at the same time, I can't think of a thing. It's just also kind of sad that we're not gonna find out how Konata would react to the ultimate, the spin-off of Harusumiya Yuki, disappearance of Yuki Nagato. I'm not for ones to force a show back, but it's a thing of like, I just kind of be like, what would they react to things nowadays, you know? In the way like Animaniacs does it, where they come back and be like, oh, look at what has improved since the last time we were aired. Not like I want to see the characters grown up or anything, but it's like the same way they were, and they're just experiencing the new things to see how they would react. Maybe yeah, have them older, because then that would fit more in theme. Ah, frick. But it would still be funny. Something like what's the there's something in there that I had and I lost it. They probably get together the manga, but I thought it would be really cool if, you know, the manga artist in the drawer kind of person in the what do you call the other group? I thought for a second call them the lolly group because they're younger, but then I realized that's terrible. But yeah, in the other group, there's the manga artist. It would be like, what if they met up and like did a manga together, and that was what they did in the future, you know? Ah, man. And I don't know what I'm gonna have later. Well, I might have an idea what I'm gonna have for later, but it'll probably be nothing either way. I should have known I shouldn't have shot that bomb there, but oh well. I know there's a lot of classic shows and it's not purely slice of life, unlike I say, but it's also like I guess I just can't. I just been so much into slice of life that I'm kind of turned off from it, I guess. So obviously my fault, but at the same time, I don't know. I just enjoy my slice of life, okay? I just enjoy cute characters doing cute things. But at the same time, yeah, I enjoy some mood changes. I like that if they can use the cuteness against me. I might have said it before again, so stop me if I repeat myself. But sugar happy life. That is a trip. That one. Oh, that one. That one keeps you up at night. God damn it, really? What's another one though? I think I talked about anime enough. I want to talk more about like stuff I haven't talked about yet. Lucky Star is also, I guess, the only anime that can let you experience how popular Haruhi Suzumiya was. Because it's not so popular anymore. Was there, what anime was it that killed Haruhi Suzumiya? At least their popularity. Because I know they were the shit. I've seen it, like the remnants of it. I always hear that it was the biggest thing at the time. But now, it's not. I wonder, like, what killed it? What came out? Like, my first theory, or my first thought with no, like, theory or anything is Sword Art Online. Because to this day, that's, like, one of the biggest things ever. Yeah, you keep hearing about it, even if you don't want to. You jerk. Really? So I just wonder, stuff like that, you know? Like, hey. Well, what killed Haruhi Suzumiya? To be fair, that alone as well sounds like it could be a title to a panel, to a chapter in Haruhi Suzumiya. The death of Haruhi Suzumiya. I like when the titles do that. It's like the melancholy, that's the beginning, and then you have the sadness, the depression, or I don't know what the other titles they use, but they keep using that kind of title. Because of Haruhi Suzumiya, I thought that the melancholy of Haruhi Suzumiya meant differently. The word melancholy is different. I thought melancholy specifically meant sadness of a time, like you're thinking of something in the past that cannot be brought back. Because that was I thought the entire plot point was like this past. The past of Haruhi trying to do something interesting with her life. Kyon giving her the idea that these alien Centaurs and Empress exists. Giving that hope. And then Haruhi never seen that guy again. You know, the melancholy of Haruhi Suzumiya. I thought, you know, the past sadness. But no, melancholy just means sadness. She's just sad. Second place. That's a lot better. I'm going to stop here. Oh boy. I couldn't pronounce names, so melancholy was was a word that I always skip. Haruhi Suzumiya wasn't hard enough for you? You could have spelled Haruhi. You could have said Haruhi Suzumiya so just fine. Oh, what did you call her? Was it just the of? That was the anime. We'll probably do this race and then we'll leave it for today. I know it's like an hour shorter, but like I need to get to drawing, and I was just fine chatting for a while. Melancholy anime. I think when I first started the anime, I think I pronounced it melancholy or something like that. And the way I spelled Haruhi Suzumiya was also incorrect. I spelled it Haruhi Suza. What was it? Hang on, I'm trying to remember now because I forgot. Melancholy of Haruhi. I think it was Suzumi. I forgot. The first few letters of your name, the brain fills in the rest, I guess. Not the exact way I would go for it, but hey, you know, it happens. Really? Okay. That was Haruhi Suzumiya that started my Japanese fascination with anime ever since. And thus, I was forever a disappointment. Oh, in the skies too. That must have hurt. And then he hits himself with his own spike. God, oops, I'm sorry. That must feel terrible. Whoa. Dude, that is a cool shot. Man, are these guys just pros or something? Because they make really incredible shots. Then again, so am I, but not on purpose. I'm gonna keep this. I don't really have a place to use this right now. Maybe when we all merge at that checkpoint is where I'm gonna use it. Right there. I don't even know the male lead. Oh, you don't even know the male lead? Okay, but then again, that's actually okay because the male lead is actually nameless. The main lead is Kyon, and that's not even his name, that's his nickname. Yeah. The male lead and of Haruhi Suzumiya is nameless. His nickname, we just know his nickname. It's Kyon. I don't even know what Kyon means. He mentions that he hates the name. No, wait, no. It wasn't that he hated it. It was, he mentions that he really wishes people didn't call him that, but he doesn't give a reason why, and I couldn't find on Google what that nickname meant. So yeah, he never gives his real name. Not even in his monologues. Like, we just know him as Kyon. He never corrects anybody. I think that was even a joke in one of the parodies of Haruhi Suzumiya. I'm gonna try to get someone. Well, I was going with somewhere with that. Damn it, I had something in mind about Kyon. Oh, so something interesting about the parody, or about the spin-off, Disappearance of Yuki Nagato. Something interesting happens that I didn't realize. So the Disappearance of Yuki Nagato, instead of being in Kyon's perspective, it's actually in Yuki Nagato's perspective. The entire, oh! Jesus. Damn it. I'm in last still. Damn it. I'll catch up. The entire show is, instead of dealing with Haruhi and the problems she gives. It's about and Kyon. It's now about Yuki confessing her love to Kyon. It's a bit of a romantic comedy. It's just Haruhi and the others are going to be in it as well, and it's really sweet. It's the alternate dimension to the movie. If you ever wanted to, you know, figure out what the alternate dimension would have been like. And the interesting thing about this anime thing is that I couldn't get past the language barrier. Well, sucks for you. There's an English dub up there. Have fun with it. So the thing about the perspective is that it's all under the perspective of Yuki Nagato. At least most of it. You do have some scenes with Kyon, but you have mostly everything with Yuki, and then, well, it's Haruhi God. Oh, I'll explain. Okay, I'll explain that in a bit. But first, let me finish this thought of here. You see, I got the trap for a second. You see, the perspective is all with Yuki, but the second Haru is introduced, 3 things happen. One, the first thing is that the music changes back to the original OST, which I think is really clever. I really like that they did that to reference the fact that Haruhi is now in control. Second, well, Haruhi's personality is back. She's acting the same way she did in the original series. And the third thing, and the thing I didn't realize, is that you hear Kyon monologuing to himself and his thoughts. And that it's like, I didn't even realize because I'm used to it. And it's like, wait, isn't this supposed to be Yuki's perspective? Like, her story? But then now we hear Kyon's thought, and it's like, what? It's not a big deal, and it's a nice callback, but it was something that I was so used to that I didn't even realize when they got back to it. Okay. So, why is Haruhi God? So that's a bit tough to explain. There's no explanation for Haruhi being a god, but that's what the theory that everyone has in the show. You see, the thing is, the show is structured like this. Like, Kyon and Haruhi meet, then they start the club. Then they meet the 3 members, alone, or, you know, solo. And then each of them, at one at a time, introduces them to Kyon of what they really are. So, Yuki introduces herself as an alien, Miss Asahina introduces herself as a time traveler, and Koizumi introduces himself as an Esper. And then slowly we just fixate on the idea that Haruhi is a god, just because Koizumi is the one that says it. And so Kyon and pretty much the viewer believes, okay, Haruhi is god in this world. But it's not until the end of the 2nd season, and I wish they continued with this, is that they drop a truth bomb on you. Miss Asahina comes back. Well, she doesn't return or anything, but she mentions something to Kyon, saying that Koizumi isn't telling the truth, that he and Miss Asahina does not agree on the same terms. So Miss Asahina just believes Haruhi's the cause of a plot of a time hole, but is not a god. And Yuki Nagato believes that Haruhi isn't anything. She's just discovering all these things. So it's like, oh god, we've been trusting this guy for like how long, and now we have different theories on what Haruhi is. Is Haruhi even a god in the first place? And then second of all, who's telling the truth? And I really like that, and I wish they kept doing that. Reintroduce the characters as now they're enemies. They're not friends of you anymore. They're fighting each other for what is going on here. Everyone sticks to that. Even the manga at this point has stick to Haruhi just being a god. But in reality, like, the characters themselves don't agree with each other's theories. We just know Koizumi's because we were stuck with him for so long that even the parodies make fun of it, go with it. Like, I'm serious, the parodies go with the fact of it being, you know, she's a god. Fucking, what was the scene? Right, it was like when they were playing volleyball with the enemy team in the parody. And like they just casually be like, oh yeah, Haruhi wants to fight, and she believes that they can fight and they have superpowers now. It was just really weird. Why did Kyon get stabbed but then they became friends? Are you talking about the alternate dimension? Because, yeah, Kyon gets stabbed by a girl, but then that girl gets killed. She doesn't come back. In the alternate dimension, though, she's there because she's not an alien and she's not trying to stab Kyon. So they're friends in the alternate dimension, but they're not friends in the original series. Yeah, you gotta understand that there's now it's fine, it's fine. Yeah, the slice of life version of Haruzumiya is an alternate dimension of the original series, because the movie has Kyon going to an alternate dimension where Haruhi does not have powers and no aliens, time travelers, or espers exist, and he's trying to fix that. But when he's trying to fix that, he's in the alternate dimension, and we meet emotional Yuki. The thing that I'm sad most of all about the alternate dimension is that while we do have, like, it is all slice of life and everything, but the biggest plot thread that they try to do is actually the fact that Yuki loses her memory. The entire reason why it's called Disappearance of Yuki Nagato is because she loses her memory and becomes someone else. You see, in the movie, Yuki Nagato, the alien, uses her power to change the world. Yes, I mean that literally. I know that's a meme at this point. To change the world so that she becomes a regular human, so she can experience emotions. But then Kyon puts a stop to that because, you know, the world changed. Yeah. My final message. Goodbye. So yeah, the alternate dimension is just if the world was the way Yuki wanted. And the draw is that when that change happened, Yuki Nagato lived in the world where she had emotions, and that's where the switch is. But the thing, my issue with it a little bit is that even though it is a different Yuki and she doesn't have her memories, it's not alien Yuki, it's just lost memories Yuki. I mean, okay, it's hard to do this, but okay. Alien Yuki likes to read books. Normal human Yuki likes video games. She's just a normal girl then, yeah. And she does that. When Yuki loses her memory, she reads books instead of playing games, because that's what she did in the original series. So yeah, that's pretty much, you know, good. But it's still not clearly alien Yuki, it's just another Yuki. And, I mean, you can interpret it as it's alien Yuki and not just... Oh god, we're drowning. So I guess that's something, but I don't know. I don't know, I'm explaining two things over the top. You go watch the series. The one thing I do miss is Kyon monologuing to himself, which is just a ton of complaining, honestly. That was beautiful. I need to save that. Hang on. See, I don't get much joy if I win with like a boost or a Starman, but something like that, just pushing them towards the edge. I'm leaving after that. I'm done with that. I think that's I think that's a good place to stop. Oh man. Oh yeah, I forgot I muted it. That's a good place to start. Jesus. Oh man. I'm just setting that in because that was fun. That was funny. That was a good note. That was a good note to end it off. Alright, yeah, alright. Raiding time. Who are we going to raid today? Leaflet is just chatting. Claus is doing art. Fox Studio is doing art. Oh, this person's doing Anodyne too. I need to wait for the ads to be over, because goddammit, why? Ad blocker is not working. Uh-oh, Charity Jables is here. Oh no, he's not. But yeah, okay, so that's our choices. We have Anodyne 2, Art, and the Slime Girl just chatting. Oh, you don't know Anodyne? Anodyne, or I think it's pronounced Anodyne. It's a game named after the painkiller drug Anodyne. There's two of them. There's the first one that plays like a classic Zelda game, and then the second one that's a bit more open in 3D, and it's really good. Now, honestly, I could go for the I could go for Leafit. She's just chatting, and you know, we could get some followers. You mean Aladdin game? No, Anodyne. Return to Dust. Alright, we'll raid her, see how it goes. I mean, they're talking about chairs, so, you know, I'm close to included, I guess. Alright. Next time, probably Art. Most likely Art. If not, you can blame it all on me. But it's most likely going to be Art. I hope. Yeah, probably tomorrow's stream. Tomorrow's Tuesday, right? Yeah, probably. Alright. Thank you for watching. Enjoy your company here. Thank you for being here, Cheaty and Pudium, but Pudium's asleep now. And I'll see you guys next time.